Hey guys, Huck Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Well guys, on my last video, I said the 1970 set, top set, is it the worst set in the 70s? And I got a lot of responses on that. And sounds like that it's not the worst set in the 70s. A lot of people like that set for different reasons. I had a lot of good comments on that. I guess it's just me. I don't know, I thought the 70 set was kind of just bland, to be honest with you, for all of them in the 70s. And some people made some comments on some other ones that they didn't like. Well, I shouldn't say that they didn't like, because like myself, I like all the sets in the 70s and everything, because that's what I grew up on. I watched those players play. So it's not that I disliked really any of them. It's just that I thought that the 1970 set was the worst set out of all of them in the 70s. But a lot of people disagreed with me, and that's awesome. I love hearing everybody's opinion. There was a lot of comments on the 1976 set. A lot of people didn't like that one, I guess, or that was their least favorite, I should say. But a lot of people said their least favorite was a 1979 set, which I guess in my mind, because that's one of my favorite sets. The 1971, 1979 sets are two of my favorite sets. The 79 set, which I've said this before on my show, that that's the set that I first built when I was 11 years old. Yeah, in 1979, I built that set and completed the set, and that was the first one I'd ever completed. And I just loved the way it looked. I guess just because I opened those packs up, I saw them cards, and so that left an impression on me, where other people, I guess maybe that are older than me, that opened up packs, before that, thought that the 79 set was just bland. So I just thought that was kind of funny that, a lot of people thought that the 1970 set was awesome, and they thought that the 79 set was the worst. So, it was just kind of funny on that. Well, guys, today on this episode, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to be sending some stuff in to PSA to get graded. And so I want to show you some cards that I'm going to send in to get graded today and everything. I'm going to have some 71, 72, 73s, I think, mostly. PSA right now is letting you send in cards and get them graded for $15. I know a lot of y'all, some of you guys, I should say, aren't into the graded stuff. You'd rather have them raw, which I do too for my sets and everything. But I do like graded cards, and PSA is the one that I go with. I just enjoy sending them in, getting them back, and I just think it adds value to the cards. I'm a collector first, but I do sell cards. I do a lot of that, and that helps pay for my collection. So, but guys, I just want to show you some of the cards that I'm sending in. And I've been up early this morning using my new tool that I got from Amazon and everything, looking at these cards and making sure that everything looks good on them. So guys, here we go. I'll show you some of the cards I'm going to send in. All right, guys. Well, here's the 71s and 72s that I'm going to send in. And this Tom Seaver right here, I think it's going to come back a 6. And I feel like I'm going to be conservative with these grades today. That way I'm not disappointed when they come back. But I feel like this Tom Seaver will definitely come back a 6. This Rod Carew, I've got that. I think it'll come back a 6 also. A little off center and everything, but it's a nice looking card. Joe Morgan. I didn't have a 71 Joe Morgan graded, so I wanted to get this one done. Now, I think that this is probably a 5 or a 6. So, didn't have a Steve Garvey graded either. So, I definitely think this one's a 6. It's definitely off center, but the corners are in pretty good shape. The back's really clean. So, and this Raleigh Fingers, it's in pretty good shape. Hope that glare is not messing this up. Sorry about that, guys. But I feel like this Raleigh finger's in pretty good shape. Top right corner is a little bit, but I still feel like this thing's probably going to grade a 7. That's what I'm shooting for here. That's what I'm hoping for, and I definitely think it will. Then you got this 72 Willie Mays. I think it'll probably come back a 5. That's just my guess there. Tony Perez. This is a nice card. I think it'll come back a 7. It's pretty well centered and everything. The corners are pretty good. So I think it'll come back a 7. It's Ted Simmons here. Also think will come back a 7. Nice looking card. I didn't have one of these graded. Always like the Vita Blue. I think that this will be a 7 also. Jim Palmer here. Once again, I think this is going to get a 7. It's a nice card. Very clean, very clean. Then we got Al Kaline, which I put down, I think this is somewhere between a 7 and an 8. So that was just my prediction on that one. Hopefully I get an 8 on that. You got Rod Career here. This is a really nice card. I think it'll probably get a 7. So, Steve Carlton here. Now I put 7 or 8. It's definitely off center, but the corners are spectacular. Surface is so clean. So definitely think 7 or 8, which probably maybe 7 because of centering, I would guess. And this Frank Robinson one here. I also put down a 7 or 8 on this one. So centering's a little off, but not as bad. So I think it has a good chance to get an 8. And then this Bill Mazeroski, I put on there that I definitely think it's going to get an 8. It's a very nice card. Now, some of that's not on the card. It looked like, but that's just on the holder there. So, but yeah, that's the 71s and 72s right there that I'm gonna send in. All right, well, here's some of my 1973. I'm gonna go ahead and send this Mike Smith in, even though it's off center really bad, but you can see the corners are really good. The card's in really, really good shape. It's probably gonna come back a 4, you know, possibly a 5, but the centering's just so bad. And this card number 1 out of the 73 set, it's in great shape. A little bit of corner wear at the bottom right, you know, but I mean, I think it's got a good chance to get a 7 on there. Now the Roberto Clemente, man, I'm hoping for a 9 on this thing. I mean, it's a little off center, so, but I think the worst case, this thing comes back, worst case a 7, you know, worst case, I would think. And then this Ted Simmons. Now, a lot of these right here are in really, really good shape. I bought a collection, and the 73s were just spectacular. It looked like they'd almost come out of the pack. Other than some of the centering being off, they were really, really nice. So here's a Harmon Killebrew. Really, really nice card. And you got Nolan Ryan here. Now the Nolan Ryan is off center. It's got a little bit of wear on it, so I'm gonna say maybe a 6 on that one. The
Billy Williams is in really good shape, like I said, other than being off center a little bit, but it's in really nice shape. Burt by 11 card is really nice. Kyle Skrimsky, Fergie Jenkins, Frank Robinson. You got Goose Gossage. The card's in pretty decent shape. Probably hoping for a 7 on that. Joe Morgan here. Kyle Skrimsky. Reggie Jackson. Al Kaline. Steve Carlton. Now this Willie Mays, it's okay. It's nothing great. I'm going to say it's going to come back a 6. A little bit of corner wear on the bottom. But still a 6 is nice in a Willie Mays card. We'll go ahead and get this Dick Allen graded. Lou Brock here. Tom Seaver. Johnny Bench, which you can see it's off center from top to bottom. Vita Blue, really nice looking card. I think it's got a great chance to get a 9, definitely an 8. And then this Jim Cott. Now look at this Jim Cott. If you look at most of the 73 Jim Cott cards, which it's a high number for one thing, they're always off center really bad. And this one's pretty well centered, so hoping for an 8 or 9 on this one. Probably 8, I would say. Orlando Cepeda, high number card. Whitey Herzog, which I got his autograph back in, I want to say it was 78 when he was coaching Kansas City Royals. And then another high number, David Concepcion. So yeah, guys, that's just some of the 73s that I'm going to send in to get graded.
Hey guys, well, I appreciate you all watching today. Hopefully I get some good grades back on these cards. I'll definitely do a PSA reveal once I get them back. I'll probably send them off next Saturday, and I think it said it takes 90 days now, so they're doing a lot better with that. But guys, I appreciate you watching today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask that you do so. But guys, until next time, we'll see you later.